Edwina Beveridge's passion for pig farming and the land is undeniable. She's committed for life and she wouldn't have it any other way. Along with her family, her husband and 3 young children, they own and run Blantyre Farms, a pig, sheep, cattle and cropping enterprise based at Young and Harden in southwestern New South Wales. Edwina and her husband were early adopters of technology, investing millions of dollars in agriculture during the past few years, doubling the size of their pig farm and expanding their sheep, cattle and cropping enterprises. Edwina has renovated the old sheds and removed dry sow stalls from their property and is continually working to improve efficiencies while maintaining sustainable environmental practices. She leads a team of 30 people, including women in this traditionally male-dominated industry, and made history by becoming the first carbon farm in Australia, with the lowest carbon footprint of any pig farm in the country. They generate their own electricity from pig manure and use all pig manure as fertiliser. 50% of their pig feed is other people's waste products. These would otherwise end up in landfill. Their initiative to capture methane from the manure and turn it into electricity was the first commercial project of its kind in Australia, saving their business $20,000 per month in power and gas bills and allowing them to generate carbon credits. As the Deputy Chair of the New South Wales Farmers Pork Committee, Edwina is concerned about changes to the industry being made based on perceived rather than real welfare benefits and science. If successful in the RIRDC Rural Women's Award, Edwina would use the award bursary to further develop the science behind pig welfare in intensive farming and allow her to take a proactive stance and use science to help shape the industry. She hopes to examine piglet and sow welfare in farrowing crates using existing trials, studies and research, and based on the findings, Edwina wants to develop a new criteria on which to reassess the existing trials of farrowing housing alternatives. Now a landholder and environmental advocate from Cumnock in central New South Wales, Pip Job started early, establishing her own beef enterprise at the age of 15, winning many awards, and is also highly regarded as a judge in Australia and New Zealand. It's this love of the land which eventually led Pip to a career focusing on natural resource management and the mutual relationship it plays with sustainable primary production. Since beginning work with Landcare, in particular as manager for the Little River Landcare Group 10 years ago, Pip has become increasingly interested in regenerative agricultural systems that have the capacity to create sustainable food and fibre production and environmental outcomes for future generations. She was also charged with looking after the social needs of the community, in particular the stress, anxiety and depression that was being seen in farmers during drought. Today, she's the organisation's Chief Executive Officer, helping to make a distinct impact on the way that farmers manage their landscape in our region, by developing training programs which have been attended by thousands of land managers. Pip is a passionate rural woman and is the proud developer of the Women in Landscape program, an initiative that targets women and fosters learning, the exchange of experiences and inspiration for women to become more involved in their farming businesses. Pip is also a board member of the Central Tablelands Local Land Services and is an executive committee member of Landcare New South Wales Incorporated. She says she has a vision for agriculture where farming family businesses are profitable and the ecological wealth of the land they manage increases. If successful in the RIRDC Rural Women's Award, Pip would use the award bursary to undertake a study tour looking at holistic management and trinity of management principles and use this information to develop a training program for rural women to create a community who have the adaptive capacity to manage the challenges of rural life.